Mitch Blaschke plays a vital role in Parker Schnabel's team on Discovery Channel's Gold Rush. The mechanically minded 34-year-old is quick to spot and analyze problems and then figure out ways to fix them. Sometimes, it requires quick thinking and a lot of pressure using heavy machinery. Now, fans wonder if he should go mining for himself. Parker Schnabel seems like the kind of person to look after his valuable crew members. As his right-hand man, probably Mitch earns good take-home pay for his time working on the mining operation. And so he should. After all, sometimes it seems as if Parker asks for the impossible from him. Still, he steps up and does a good job, and the entire operation benefits from it. Mitch Blaschke has no problem working with any skilled employees. In fact, cooperation between himself, Pascal Castonguay-Lambert, and Tatana Costa helped with the sluice problem. It's a hard job, and there are setbacks. However, reliable Mitch is always willing to go in and get the job done. So some Discovery fans wonder why he doesn't go on his own and make more money. On Reddit, Discovery Channel viewers talked about the possibility that Parker's right-hand man might go it alone one day. The op said that he's learned plenty of things about mining. In the comments, most people seemed against the idea of Mitch Blaschke going into mining for himself. Bear in mind that many Gold Rush viewers have experience in mining as well. So, their opinions count. Some people talked about Brennan Rouault, who jumped across to Rick Ness. That didn't seem to be a good decision. Meanwhile, others talked about the financial stress of going it alone. I have no doubt that Mitch could go on his own and be successful. I don't think he wants to, and I don't think he would enjoy running his own operation. Mitch is a guy who likes working, getting stuff done, identifying the problem and solving it. I think that is what he gets his satisfaction from. Mitch seems to be extremely well compensated. I'm not sure if it's Twitter or Insta he is on, but he has multiple pricey race cars, a classic muscle car that isn't cheap and seems to live a good life. He may eventually go out on his own, but would likely take a pay cut for a few years at minimum. I'm sure Parker compensates him over and beyond. As a business owner, you eventually learn to take care of the people who are the best to make sure they don't leave. Mitch Blaschke is a name that has become synonymous with Gold Rush. As one of the show's longtime crew members, Mitch has proven himself to be an integral part of Parker Schnabel's team, consistently working hard to help meet the ambitious gold mining goals each season. His loyalty to Parker and his dedication to the operation have made him a fan favorite, with viewers appreciating his work ethic and calm demeanor. However, as Gold Rush continues to evolve, there's growing speculation that Mitch may be considering striking out on his own. After all, he's been part of one of the most successful mining operations in the world. So does Mitch Blaschke have the drive and ambition to go into mining for himself? In this article, we'll explore the possibility of Mitch Blaschke venturing out on his own, taking a closer look at his career on Gold Rush, his relationship with Parker Schnabel, and what the future might hold for him. Could Mitch take a leap of faith and become a mining operator in his own right, or is he content to remain in Parker's shadow as a trusted team member? Let's dive in. Mitch Blaschke's journey on Gold Rush. Mitch Blaschke's journey on Gold Rush began in Season 6, when he joined Parker Schnabel's team as an equipment operator. Mitch was initially brought in to help with the heavy machinery needed to keep the mining operation running smoothly. From the beginning, it was clear that Mitch had a talent for running large, complicated equipment, and his work ethic quickly made him a valuable asset to the crew. Throughout his time on the show, Mitch's role has evolved from a reliable worker to a more prominent figure within Parker's operation. His expertise in running bulldozers, excavators, and other machinery has allowed him to play an essential role in both the physical labor and the logistical side of the operation. Mitch has been a steady presence on Parker's team, and his ability to keep things running smoothly has earned him the respect of his fellow miners, including Parker himself. However, despite his success on the team, Mitch has occasionally expressed a desire to take more control over his own future. There have been hints throughout the seasons that Mitch may be interested in branching out and pursuing his own mining ventures. He has repeatedly mentioned that he has learned a lot from Parker and is eager to take the next step in his career. Could this desire for independence eventually lead to Mitch starting his own mining operation? The desire for independence. One of the most telling aspects of Mitch Blaschke's character is his quiet ambition. Although he has been a dedicated member of Parker Schnabel's team, there are subtle signs that Mitch may be feeling the urge to prove himself as a mining operator in his own right. On Gold Rush, Parker is often portrayed as the ambitious leader, with the crew members following his direction to meet their gold production goals. While Mitch has always respected Parker's leadership, it's clear that Mitch has learned a lot from working alongside him. Throughout the seasons, Mitch has showcased his technical knowledge of mining and has proven that he can handle the responsibility of running heavy equipment. He's not just a worker. Mitch is an experienced and skilled miner with a keen understanding of the mechanics of the operation. In interviews, Mitch has hinted that he feels ready to take on a leadership role and would like to run his own operation someday. Mitch's desire for independence is common among longtime crew members on Gold Rush, many of whom eventually strike out on their own after learning the ropes of the mining business. In the competitive world of gold mining, having the knowledge and experience to manage your own operation is a huge advantage. Mitch's growing experience in the field could very well pave the way for him to set up his own mining venture. But starting his own operation would come with its challenges. Mining is an expensive and risky business, requiring significant financial investment, equipment, and, of course, a strong crew. Mitch would have to navigate these hurdles carefully and take calculated risks to ensure his success. It's one thing to help run Parker's operation, but running one's own mine comes with the pressure of financial decisions and managing a team from the ground up. Parker Schnabel's influence. It's impossible to talk about Mitch Blaschke's potential career shift without considering his relationship with Parker Schnabel. Parker and Mitch have developed a close working relationship over the years, and Mitch has consistently been one of Parker's most trusted crew members. Their bond is based on mutual respect and shared goals, and it's clear that Mitch has learned a great deal from Parker's leadership style. Parker Schnabel, being one of the most successful and well-known miners in the Gold Rush franchise, has likely had a major influence on Mitch's outlook on the industry. Parker is known for his drive, ambition, and willingness to take risks, and Mitch has undoubtedly absorbed some of these qualities during their time together. However, there is also the question of whether Parker would support Mitch's decision to start his own mining operation, or if he would prefer Mitch to remain a part of his team. In past seasons, there have been moments where Mitch has expressed a desire for more independence, but Parker has always seemed eager to keep Mitch around as a trusted member of his team. The idea of Mitch branching out could complicate their working relationship, especially if Parker feels that Mitch's departure would negatively impact the success of his operation. While Parker would likely support Mitch's desire for success, it's also possible that he sees Mitch as a key part of his team, and a departure could create a gap in the crew. However, if Mitch does decide to pursue his own mining venture, it would be a natural progression for someone who has been part of Parker's operation for so long. After all, many of the most successful miners started as crew members before eventually building their own teams. Parker's experience as a leader and the lessons Mitch has learned from working with him could give Mitch a significant advantage if he chooses to make the leap. The challenges of going solo. If Mitch does decide to strike out on his own, the road ahead will be filled with both opportunities and challenges. One of the biggest hurdles for any aspiring mine operator is securing the necessary funding to start a new operation. Gold mining requires a substantial investment in equipment, personnel, and permits, and without proper financial backing, it's easy for operations to fall apart before they even get started. In addition to the financial challenges, Mitch would need to build a team that he could trust to work alongside him. While working with Parker's crew has given Mitch a solid foundation, running his own operation would require him to hire new crew members and manage them effectively. This would be a huge responsibility as mining is a team effort, and the success of the operation would depend on Mitch's ability to lead. Finally, Mitch would also need to consider the risks involved in gold mining. The industry is volatile, and the chances of striking it rich are never guaranteed. Even with all the right equipment and a solid crew, there's always the chance that an operation could fail or produce less gold than expected. Mitch would need to weigh the risks carefully and decide whether the potential rewards are worth it.